तो पेन ऑस्ट्रेलिया की प्लेटफॉर्म से हम ये एक्टिविटीज कर रहे हैं। तालिब जमाल साहब आज हैं हमारे स्पीकर हैं और आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट हिम टू स्टार्ट हिज प्रेजेंटेशन।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी वयस्सिर ली अमरी वाहलुल उक़दम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। Assalamu alaikum. My name is Talib Jamal and I have experience in marketing and also in the IT side. Currently working for Australia Post in the Star Trek division in the IT and e-commerce support. So first of all, I'm thankful to all of you to joining this session and providing me the opportunity to discuss my experience, and especially and a special thanks to Irfan and Zahir Bhai for providing me the opportunity to talk something regarding the personal branding here. So let's start with the subject. The actual main was to realize your potential through personal branding. So let's start it. So before we go through the personal branding, let's start with the question. I know the question in the classes, questions are not welcome, but this is the easy one. Now, the question is, which brand of processor will prefer inside if you're buying a PC? So there are two options here. One is Intel and AMD. Can you hear me all?
तालिब भाई, अगर आप अपना प्रेजेंटेशन को F5 करके चलाएं और स्लाइड्स भी साथ मूव करते रहे तो आसान होगा।
Okay. So the first one is, which brand of processor you will prefer inside if you're buying a PC? So the obvious answer will be Intel. Now let's see the next one. The another question. Anything which you won't be able to do with the computer with the AMD processor. It means you have bought the computer with the Intel processor, but if you have a computer with the AMD processor, were you not able to do all the things which were you able to do with the Intel? It means there's nothing you can't do. The answer is no. It means you will be able to do everything on Intel-based computer, what you are doing on the Intel-based computer. So what's the difference? Why we selected?
I think you have shared a wrong screen.
Can you see that?
The one that is basically the actual slides rather than the show. So if you if you choose the show in screen sharing, then we will be able to see the current slide. Otherwise,
Can you see now?
Maybe unshare the screen and share it again.
Okay.
And pick the slideshow rather than the deck, the whole deck. So that way we'll be able to see the current screen. Otherwise, we are looking at I'm just only seeing the first screen, the first slide.
Okay. Can you see? Okay, just one please. Because on my screen it's showing the others.
I don't know what's the. Okay, that's better now. So if you are changing,
can you see now?
I can see the first slide now.
Okay. Just let me check it. Why it's not going on the.
And there will be a little delay. So if you change the slide, maybe just give it a pause a little bit.
It's not letting me to change the slide now.
No, can you press arrow keys or something?
Yeah. Now it's coming up.
Okay.
Can you see
now? Now it's moving. It's good now.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry for inconvenience, guys. So now let's go back there. So it means what we have concluded that there is no difference in the computer with the Intel processor an AMD processor as far as the task is concerned. But why we selected Intel? Okay, just let's see another example to just clear the point of actual brand, what brand power is. So we normally go, everyone like the cold drinks, and especially here, summer here. So you are given the option of buying two cold drinks. Select from two cold drinks. One is the unbranded cola, and second is the Coca-Cola. Again, which cold drink you want or you're going to select? The answer in this case also, the Coca-Cola, not the unbranded one. Here again, the question is, why Coca-Cola? Why not that own brand? The answer is, this is the power of brand. It means that we choose products which have positive influence on us. So we feel easy, or we feel good if we see a product which has an influence or good perception about the quality or branding of that product. That's why we selected Coke. And in the previous case, we selected Intel. So that comes to the point of what actually the brand is. The brand is a name, term, design, symbol, or feature that distinguishes a product or an organization from its rivals in the eyes of customer. If we go further, that why that's important, now we are talking about, so what I thought, if the products are bought at the brand level, why not person's skills can be transformed in that branding? So which comes the idea of that personal branding. So we'll see what personal branding is, why we need personal branding. We are not the product, but why we need it. Then you see how we manage the personal branding and when to do the personal branding. Now let's see, come from the Intel or Coke to the real person, ourselves. What is personal branding? So personal branding is a process of people marketing themselves and their careers as brands. The personal branding concept suggests that success comes from self-package. So it means, in simple words, we can say how we are perceived by other people. You might have seen in the office that someone said he's an expert in SharePoint. He's an expert in infrastructure side, or he is a SharePoint expert. Why people say about these things? Because with the experience of that person, they know that he is the master of that subject. So that's the perception they have from the experience. Now comes why we need it. Why we need that one. To see this one, to create a positive impression on others about ourselves, which will result in customer experience, which will create loyalty. Interesting thing in marketing is every time when we say customer experience, it means how do you feel? Let's suppose in the summer, you are playing cricket or any other sports. After the sports, you have ice cold Coca-Cola. The experience you will have at that time, you will feel good. You will feel refreshing. So that is a customer experience of having Coke at that time. Similar way, if someone is doing some project and he has done well, the project manager will have experienced the skills and experience of that person who worked in that one and will create an image. So personal branding is basically perception of ourselves in the eyes of others. So what are other points? to discuss, to distinguish ourselves from others, same as products. You can, like in this case, maybe someone is dynamic CRM dynamics expert, someone is SharePoint expert, maybe .NET. So it's basically personal branding is used to distinguish ourselves from the rest. So people can distinguish, okay, he is expert in this one, let's call him. Let's see next one. To be considered to take part in the exciting projects. And the main thing is to realize our full potential. I'll just cover this one. What does it mean that take part in new exciting? Let's suppose in other departments in your organization, someone is looking for some experts to join the project. If you are working in other department, but you have shown in the past that you know those areas, then you are more likely to be called to join that project. Maybe other person who is good, but people don't, the other person, the project manager, doesn't know about him. So he won't be in the picture. So that's one. And second thing is to realize the full potential. This is the interesting thing when I was making that one. Sometimes we think we can't do certain things, and we ended up with with normal jobs. And we especially coming here, when we come here, we are doing good back then in country, and we came here. So the time pressure and also the other pressure of life made us to join or to land on any job. And then we thought, okay, we will change the job later on. But at the end we stuck to that job, and we realized we are not utilizing our full potential, the potential which is given to us. Now this is interesting one. Then what's the difference? Sometimes people think they are, they know this one, they know these things, and they are very good. They have got good self-image. But the main thing is, it's not how we see us. It's basically how other people see us. So it's an interesting thing. There is a cat there, and cat is looking into the mirror. On the mirror, it's looking like lion. So cat is thinking that you may be lion, but in real case, it's a cat. So it's a very good example that when we see ourselves, we see as a lion, we are very good at everything. But when others see us, they can find us, that okay, this person is not good at it or good at this one. So there's a gap. So what personal branding, what you're planning to do is to just discuss points. Not the time is not enough to complete it, but we just touch points, and you all are, we are all professionals. We are doing it already. We just to for the reminder for us. Let's see. Then we'll see how to build your personal brand to realize your potential. So it's showing that person is at the maybe is at the 0, the 20%, 40%. Is basically what he's doing with by enhancing his personal branding. He's basically utilizing his potential. Maybe he started as a support person. Maybe he started in service desk, and with the passage of time, by raising his personal brand, he's moving, and maybe he moved to the the CIO position. So that's up to us. This is another one interesting thing here. Here again is showing the Coke, the cola, and the Coca-Cola. So the idea here is then how we can enhance or raise the brand of the person from the cola to Coca-Cola, which means from unknown person to be a known person in that field. So people will know, okay, I know him. He's expert in such and such field. But if he is an expert and people don't know him, though he will be at the cola level. So there are some steps which we need to follow in order to, so I will go through that one. The main thing is to take you from cola to Coca-Cola, just an example. Let's see. Then how to build the personal branding. Then it's how you present your unique sets of skills, knowledge, and talent in a way that show to catch the eye of recruiter and hiring manager. So if you have got certain skills and you are very good at, but you are not promoting yourself, then people won't know that you have those skills. And when time comes, they need someone with that skill, and they don't know that you have that skill or we have that skill. They're not going to even call you because they don't know. It's just like the advertising we do. We often see, if some new product in the market, let's suppose if iPhone had not, have got inauguration that, they are going to introduce iPhone, no one knows that. So it means we need to introduce ourselves, and there are different ways. Now, this is the what part. How we are going to do the personal branding. The first step, which is very important, and it is coming 3 times here: networking, networking, and networking. It means in today's time, the power of networking will change the arena for you. It's similar to if you have a product, but you haven't taken it to the market, then nobody knows that you have a product. So it's basically what networking does. It introduces you in the big market, where if you know someone, in certain company doing certain things, maybe programmer, then he will know something. He will tell, oh, I know some person. I know Zahid is good at it in the SharePoint, or Irfan is the CRM specialist. So this is the word of mouth is the best marketing in any situation. Okay, let's see the other point. Now, this is very important. This is simple but very important point, which is personal appearance, which means dress to suit the image of successful person. We all perceive things with the pictures. It means when we see someone, we have an idea that, okay, you might have seen the movies. You will find in the movie that who is hero and who is villain. No one is going to tell that I'm the hero of the movie. You will tell with his words, with his dressings, appearance. So that counts. That it means if you want, let's suppose you want to move into certain position, look for the people in that area, that how they dress, how they talk. Try to imitate them. Try to dream that position, and then so you will feel that when other people see you or see us, they will think, oh, he's professional. Next, second thing. This is very important, as far as branding is concerned, that how we speak. You might have seen the people whenever they always negative. When you ask how is everything going, and they say, oh, the job is not going good, and the company. So all the time they see the glass empty, half empty. And other people, on the other hand, when you see them, you meet them, they were all the positive. Make a habit of positive talk. So what will happen when people see you or meet you, they will say, oh, this person, even the situation is not that good, but he's positive. That, I think that's the main point in the personal branding, that always, whenever we talk positively. So I have an impression on the other. It's similar to when you see any advertising for the product, they talk positive about the product. They don't say that this product cannot do this thing. They won't say that, that iPhone has got this thing and this thing. They will always talk about the positive. So basically the point is, whatever the advertisers are, the techniques advertisers are using to promote their product, we are using those techniques to promote ourselves. Then next is, then now the question again, that if you know the answer, what do you do? This is very simple question is asked. Now the thing is that what will be the answer? That will, let's suppose you went to the office in the morning and you were having a tea, and all of a sudden you saw MD or the chief was there making coffee. And then there will be two scenarios at that time, that either fight or flight. It means either that situation you will, we will go from there, or we will just and talk to the person. So at that time, what, maybe he will ask, oh, how is everything doing? So I'll say, oh, everything is going good. That's it. Just a minute, just a minute. Just a minute, please. Irfan, वालेकुम सलाम, क्या हाल है? ठीक है? हाँ, नहीं शुरू हो गया, शुरू हो गया, ठीक है, शुरू हो गया, ठीक है, 8:30, हाँ शुरू हो गया, ठीक है. Sorry for inconvenience. Okay, so let's see, this is the main thing, how do you answer? So if the CIO or chief is asking everything, the main thing is how, what word, how you are giving the message. That counts, not what the message is. Let's see the example. One training manager was asked a question that, what does he do? Then he replied, just see this is very interesting, that I'm the training manager. I look after people's training needs, arrange courses, chase people who are late, keep the records, so on. And that's it. Now let's see the other answer. This is another one. Let's see. Me, I help to keep us in business by ensuring that our people have the right knowledge, skills, and attitudes in the right place at right time, so that our customer are delighted and come back for more. I am the training manager. See, this is just an example of the two. You see that example of the two answers for the same question. The first one is more like monotone. It was not creating any stir in the mind of the other person. And this, it like advertisement, just an advertisement. The other person is basically saying same thing but in a different words. So this is required. Whenever we are telling someone what we do, we put in a way, we all know in the CVs how we put it. We put in a way which will basically create a stir in the mind of the other person and feel good. The other person feel good regarding this one. Let's see.
Can you go back to the previous slide again?
Okay, yes. Anything?
Just to do like a little bit comparison after two statements.
Sorry?
Can you go back to the previous slide?
Yes, yes. Is it okay?
Yeah, that's good.
Any question regarding
No, I just wanted to see how it is different. Definitely, like just to emphasize on this one, this is a very important aspect. Thank you.
So yeah. Thanks, Zahir. Thanks for that. So just it's simple, straight that I'm training manager doing this thing. So you can make your point also, your profile also like this. Whenever someone asks you, or this is someone was telling me that I read somewhere that make a maybe 20 seconds or 30-second advertisement of you. So whenever someone asking you, you tell them that profile. So they will have an impact, because You just remember, if you saw the CIO or your MD at the corridor, it's like the advertisement. So you have 20 seconds to run that ad. So it's up to you or it's to us what we are going to run it at that time. Okay, to make an impression on that person. Oh, this person is capable. This is our chance. So there's another point, which is maintain friendship with the positive people who bring out the most confident version of you. This is very important point, that the human mind works like that. We normally think negative all the time. If you see people, they have a lot of things, but they say, oh, I don't have that car which other person has. I don't have, but he don't see, or he doesn't see that he has got a lot of things. So it means, and you might have seen the people, some people are always negative about the others. So when we are in their gathering, so it's more like you are getting negative influence each time, and then they will tell you that you are not good at it. First say, no, I'm good at it. Then they say, no, you're not good at it. You see, you can't do these things. You haven't got these skills. Then what will happen when we come home, we think, oh, he's right. We can't do it. So it means our energy will drain, and we will think the same way as the other person is thinking. It means we are going negative. So the idea is, and suggestion is, avoid the negative people and maintain friendship with the positive people. It's said, for the friend who is my friend, friend is who bring the best out of me, or the most confident version of me. He's my friend. Let's see. Next is, be courageous. Be ready to be out of your comfort zone. No pain, no gain. It means, interesting thing is that, be courageous to do new things which you haven't done. Okay, I haven't done in the computer, I haven't done maybe C language, or I haven't done that new technology because I'm scared of it. Oh, I don't know, and other people will ridicule it. That, oh, but if you want to learn, be ready to fail. That is what, because I normally give an example that, let's suppose that in the cricket, if a team is not strong and they are going to play against Australia, they say, oh, we are not going to play because we will lose. I see it in a different angle, that let's play with Australia. At least we will learn something. Although we are not going to win that match, but we will raise our bar. Maybe next time when we'll play, we'll do better. So this is the way we learn. So if you're not doing mistakes, it's normally said, it means you're not trying. So be out of your comfort. So whenever, normally we get the job and we are there, and then we relax. We are in the comfort zone. After some years, 1-2 years, we know what to do. And if someone says, okay, why don't you try this, going to this position, applying to this position? Then we say, no, we are okay on this position. It means we are not trying. We don't want to out of our comfort zone. Remember, if we want to realize our potential, we have to get rid of that comfort zone and have to be in the challenge each time to learn something new. That's why it's no pain if there is no gain. And you will realize that pain which you had during the struggle actually take you from that cola version to Coca-Cola. Next is, research where you want to move. That's an important thing. They say, try to check what your interests are and try to move in that department or in that field. If you are, if you think you're a good programmer, go to the programming side. If you think you are good in project, you're good in coordination. I was talking to Zahir Bhai, earlier, that I say is a good collaboration skill. This is a skill, that collaborating different people on a platform is not easy, but he has got that skill and he's working on, and he's in that field. That's good. So if you like a field and you are in that field, you are fortunate. But if you are in field and you're just going 9 to 5, and after you just finish the job and then come, then it's better to think a field which you like, because we can't realize our potential if we are in a, let's suppose if a person is extrovert, is saying, whose whose power is the people, and the other person is introvert. The introvert is a person who's more like research based type person. So if an extrovert person is just put on the research side, he won't feel happy. And on the other hand, if an introvert is given a position of a sales, he won't feel good. So it means you have to see that which area you are good at and go for it, and look for what people are doing in that area, and think that I am out of comfort zone, which means I am in progress. I put it like this: I'm in progress zone. Okay, this is interesting saying. I just read it. The success is not running every race, but winning the race you enter. It means if we are applying for all the jobs which are coming in the Seek, it won't give us what we want, because we are diluting our brand. It means we have to select, okay, which area I have to go and which area I like to go, then work on that one. So always choose the field you want to go. That is important, that winning that race. And so success is not running all the race, but winning the race you enter, that matters. Let's suppose if you achieved something, people will say, oh, he has done it. But if we are putting our efforts in 10 areas and we are not achieving anything, nobody will say that he is doing anything. So this is another point. Let's see. Next is, what are the don'ts of the personal branding? You don't. First one is, don't leave a bad impression. It means it means it's more like the personal relationship. If someone is asking for help and we say, oh, now I'm busy, I can't help you at this time, because I'm busy, I'm doing my work. Maybe you're busy at the time, but put the answer similar. When we saw the training manager thing, put the answer in a good way. You can say, oh, yes, I can help you. So is it possible, may I contact you in 10 minutes or 30 minutes? So the other person will see, oh yeah, he's in helping. So always try to don't leave a bad impression. Second thing is, don't ignore people. This is very important in the personal branding, because remember, people have impression about you. So if they say, oh, he always talk to the people in the certain position and ignore us, then they will do a marketing for you, but that will be a negative marketing. So we are putting our efforts to make our brand, but that one mistake we did is basically doing a negative marking for us. So don't, next is, don't promise which you can't do. This is very important. We are not expert. So it means we cannot do all the things. So don't promise, because this is the, when we say someone is very, someone is very trustworthy, or someone keeps his word all the time, it means that is one of the aspect of branding, trait of branding, that if you have got that branding, it means what will happen for that? There is a small thing. What will happen? That, let's suppose a project, a manager is looking for people in the project, and that project required some, trustworthy people, and also with the skills of IT. Then the person will say, if someone is saying, oh, I know one person who's good in IT and he's very trustworthy. So it means that trait will take us there. Now, the question is, when we need to do the branding? Answer is simple: all the time. Actually, managing personal branding is a continuous process. It means what impression you are giving to the other is a continuous one, whether you are in the home, in the office, maybe at the shopping center, or somewhere else. Each time you have interaction with other person, you are basically marketing yourself at the time. So it's up to you whether what advertisement you are going to do. And the main also, then in the organizations we have different opportunities, different times. That okay, there is a presentation going on, and then you have chance to present something, go for that one. If you see there is a need for the process improvement, don't, now again I will emphasize that point, be courageous. Don't think that the idea I have is small one. Don't think, when we talk about the ideas came from, like, the areas which you don't, I was reading somewhere that Post-it was invented by a person who used to put the paper with some gum or something just for the reminder. That came from that idea. So be courageous in. So what you can see the screen. I think it's dropped. Can you see the screen now? Yes. Okay, so it's a continuous process. Now this is where, if we have any question, because I tried to cover just the surface of personal branding, and we all are expert or professionals in our field, might have these things. If you have any question, feel free. Be courageous. Yep.
Can you give some examples where we can? You mentioned that we should be doing personal branding all the time, but
Yep.
if we put it in steps, like some common man like myself want to introduce himself in the market for some specific skill set or some business or profession, what exactly, like, the opportunities he should be looking for his personal branding, and what steps he should be doing, like just a high level to re-emphasize those? I hope you have covered some of the thing already in the presentation, but just to re-emphasize on those ones.
Yeah, I think very good question from Zahir Bhai, that how we, what mediums we are going to use. What my understanding from the question is that what mediums we are going to use to introduce ourselves. So it depends. If the main media nowadays is LinkedIn, then people put the details in the LinkedIn to, it's more like a mass marketing. When you are telling the mass market of the people, this is one of the area, then you do the marketing. If you see the other mediums, in this case will be the organization itself. When we are working in an organization, they have different departments, and it depends also that which area we want to go. Let's suppose if I want to go to the project management side, then it's like a brand. It's equal to the same as I want to promote my product. Let's suppose I want to promote my product to certain market. Then how the people of that market will know that this product is available there? It means if I want to go to the project management side, I will look into, who is the manager of the, that maybe program manager or project manager, how I can approach him. Maybe I can, just have a chat with him, and just the one thing is that. Second thing, if we know some field, if we know something, a lot of companies do the, like knowledge articles. They create the knowledge articles different time and they publish it within their organization. Just to this is our time to promote ourselves at that time. And other areas is, there are different seminars also where, professionals come in, they talk, try to know people in the networks. And then if you have done something, maybe you can send him the email that, this, and I think I'm working on this, and I have discovered this, and I have worked on that and created this program. So it depends on which area we are or you are, and what's the best way of advertising yourself. Because it will be, detailed there. We will maybe cover in the last one. Then when we see in the short, I'm saying in just a brief way, when we say about any product, marketing any product, so we are marketing ourselves, there are 4 things we see. First is product itself, second is price, third is promotion, and fourth is place. We say 4 P's of marketing. So we basically have our product and we will see where we are going to promote this product. Use those whatever mediums. That can be LinkedIn, can be email, can be, one way I found an interesting thing was you will find there's interdepartmental meetings. Let's suppose company is running some social program or something. Try to look for those areas in your organization where you can introduce yourself to the other people. Maybe in different arena, different area. I remember there was a cricket, there's a very interesting thing that there was a cricket tournament and I joined the team of the Star Trek. It was a cricket, but in that event, I was able to find a lot of contacts within the company. And then we talk, and then I tell them what I do, they told me. So that makes the connection. So it's about the connection, that whatever your field is, make connections. Is it answering your question or?
No, that's great, Talib Saab. We have a question, and part of it I will try to answer it. Qasim is asking.
Yep.
Okay, just before us going through this question, I saw a few hand raised, and what I'll suggest, guys, if you look at this Zoom tool, there is a Q&A section. So as Qasim has already asked a question, you can go and directly put questions there. And towards the end, what someone want to talk, once I get the control of the Zoom, then I'll be able to let them talk. So the question is, can you give guidance on creating impressive LinkedIn profile? So part of it is that's something in the queue. We have in our panel, we have an expert who is quite good with LinkedIn, how to maintain the LinkedIn. But I will let Talib Jamal to answer the rest. So that's something next year we're going to talk about LinkedIn profile anyway. But at this moment, Talib bhai, over to you, the question.
Okay, this is more like now this is more like a specific medium. So,
yes.
So when you are using that specific medium, it's more like, as Zahir bhai mentioned, that we need some expertise to use that medium. Maybe, any expert in the LinkedIn side who can, because it's more like, just an advertisement. And what's the best way of putting that advertisement on LinkedIn? So how people want to see your profile in the LinkedIn. So any expert will, like we say managed service. when we have an IT issue, or a lot of companies have ID managed service. Similar way, someone who has got expertise, as Zahir Bhai mentioned, in LinkedIn can help out. That how the profile should be put in LinkedIn. What my understanding is.
Yeah, so part of the answer will be your profile will be impressive
Yeah.
when you do impressive stuff, and you feel good about yourself. Definitely things will come out, but sometimes we need a professional eye to look into it. How we are presenting about our, you should have a professional photo taken first of all for the LinkedIn profile. I have seen people putting photos of their kids and children and photo in pajamas. So have a professional photo taken for the first step. Second, make sure there is no grammatical mistakes. There is no, the English is proper English, and keep updating your profile all the time. Make sure if you do any certification, any new training added, and for example, you are in some specific trade, you see a new article posted, so you are noticed. And the more you are noticed, that will help. Again, we're gonna have a topic on this one. The second question is from Sayed Abbas, and it's what is the importance of self-confidence in personal branding?
I think that's a very good question. If we don't feel confident, how the other person is going to see us confident? So that is very important, because most of the time, interestingly, in communication, it is said 55% of your communication is body language. So it means if the body language, when we say the body language is not showing confidence, it means then that is the first step in personal branding, is the confidence. And the question arises that how you will get the confidence. You will get the confidence by knowledge. Whatever you're doing, learn it well. And if you are not feeling confident at that time, maybe one thing is, don't be under stress. If someone is, under stress for something, have some issue or something, that's a different thing. But and again, my point is, be courageous and be ready to make mistakes. I always think in a way that make mistakes, then you will learn new things. And, if the person, if he's confident from inside, then his body language will show it. And the other will say, oh, and, unfortunately, people gauge us, or we size up all the time other people. And if someone is, let's suppose, talking loudly to the other, then he's trying to suppress the other person. Then it's up to the other person how he's going to behave, whether he's going to, down and lack in confidence, or he will say. A very interesting point is there. In communication, there is a word called that transaction analysis. Just touch it, will answer that question. They said that there are three types of communication. One is parent-child communication. Second is adult communication, and maybe the parent communication. Parent-child communication says that if someone is ordering something, let's suppose you're saying to your kid that do this, then it means you want the answer in child form. You want the answer, yes, I'm going to do it. So that communication will complete. But if you are in the office and you are telling someone, your colleague, to do something, we won't say, do it now. Then we will say, can you do it for me, please? So it's more like on the same level, adult communication. And third one is the parent communication. If the first one is ordering that, can do it for me, and the other person is saying, I'm not going to do it. So in this case, the third communication, it will break down. Try to be on the adult communication side. Don't think that other person is superior to you in any situation. Even if you are, you're talking to your boss, or even you're talking to, this day in the communication is said, be assertive, because they also, they also want to see confident in a way, because if they feel you are confident, then you will be given responsibility. So that's the main thing. And people get the confidence from different way, from, doing they and try to spend your time what you love. Some people walking, some people exercising. Try to take out the time from the day where you feel good, because when you feel good, you feel confident. And try to get knowledge, as much knowledge as you can in your field and other. And also the good thing is have get-togethers, which will also
Okay, good stuff. So if you want to go for bushwalk, you are welcome to go with me.
Yeah. That is that's.
And if you want to do activities,
Yeah.
invite me. That's a good thing. A couple of things I would like to add on this one is
Yeah.
like looking after yourself will give you confidence as well. If you dress up to your standards, eat healthy food, have proper sleep, feel fresh, that will give you confidence. Do exercise, that will give you confidence, and confidence will boost your branding. That's definitely will help. And talk to as much people as like most of the time we have assumptions, so don't assume anything about anyone, about even your self image. And again, there is a commercial, दाग तो अच्छे होते हैं, as Talib Sahib says, mistakes are good. If you are not making mistake, you are not trying hard. That's correct. Okay, so Irfan is asking a question.
Yeah.
If both our manager is talking loudly but is not commanding tone, how should we handle it?
Okay, the manager is talking loudly, but it means. So I will just elaborate that question, that it is certain situation happens, and he talks like this regularly, or like, if we just elaborate it.
Very specific question, like it's leads to discussion. He's loudly journaling, so you need to tone yourself. Like I can answer that.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, like if you know someone is generally speaking loudly, you don't go too close. You step back, so the voice is a bit like if people have habits, especially myself talk too loudly, and often people remind me that you are too loud. So that's his habit, that's his body, and over the time you realize that he's not angry or he's more. Okay, so we need to be loud as well, assuming he may be slightly deaf. Yeah, if you think your message is not going across, definitely you need to loud yourself if you think you feel. But definitely this is not like a half an hour, 1 day experience. You see your boss or manager every day, and you will fine tune yourself accordingly. Okay. Talibai, can you make me host so I can open the discussion if someone really wants to do more discussion on this one? Like if you click on my name and then you right click and make me host, then I'll be able to steer it moving forward. Is it possible?
Yes. So I'm just checking on. So it's in where the people are showing up here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you just right on my name and then make me host. Okay. Okay, guys, come up with questions. It's a really good topic, and Talibai has covered definitely it was a short time, but he covered it very well. And I want to do a little bit discussion, and then we can call it a day. Definitely, it's a festive season. Everybody might be planning something for tomorrow, and
Only thing, I just want to one thing.
yeah,
This one, as this is a learning for all of us, I just want to say, if we can take one thing from this presentation, that from now, whatever we do, or if we meet different people, we keep in mind, then we are branding ourselves. And what is good and what is bad at that time, whether I am going in positive direction in my personal branding or negative, because we all are in the stress situation. The main idea is try to do the positive branding each time. And the things we discuss, that whatever opportunity you get, if you see someone who is in your field, talk to them and tell them what you do, and ask them what are what I can do, or what should I do to there are two ways of getting the experience. Either do it yourself or get the experience of other. So the best thing is to communicate with the other people and keep on building. We will see that with the passage of time, we will see, oh, we are getting more experience, and we are, now people know us. So that's the point, I want to add. Sorry, Zairwa, you can continue.
okay. So this question is a tricky one. I have a question about online identity management. I don't know. I
This is
don't
more like,
understand it. Online identity management.
this is what my understanding is, more like, LinkedIn and those type of, it's more like your online presence.
So yeah, go ahead with your question. You say I have a question, so ask the question. What is the question? So we can answer it. Um, okay, were you able to make me host, Taliban?
Yes, I'm just, yes, make host. I'm making you host. So yes, your host now.
Okay, that's good. So maybe you can stop sharing your screen and
Yep.
bring up that slide while we talk about the online identity theft. Oh, I mean, okay, so that's a question outside this topic. This is personal branding, and identity theft is something maybe we can tackle it. I have had a bad experience of identity theft myself, and yeah, that happens. You need to be very careful about uh, that. Allow to talk. Okay. So I have allowed you to talk if you want to add something on this, but this is a different topic from the personal branding, I would say. Anybody want to talk? I'm able to unmute you guys now or add you to the panelists, and we have a few minutes to conclude this one. Okay.
Yeah, this is Tawheed Javed Mohammed. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yes. Can you see my picture?
No, we don't see your picture. But
All
you
right.
asked the question. Let's come to the topic. We have a short time left.
Oh, okay. Look, I also had a bad experience about online identity theft. What happens is that on the Facebook account, we have our photo pasted there, and somebody basically can copy that photo and have that photo on a fake Facebook account or LinkedIn account. So, is it possible for uh, to explain what are the measures we can take to stop any online identity theft.
Tohid, I can say like this is different. Totally, none of us are security experts in this panel now.
Right. Okay.
We need to like ask some security experts because personal branding is different than security, and definitely this is a wider issue. As a community, we need to tackle it, and let me find someone. Maybe next year we can put a session about this one, so we can talk about this one. Um, if you guys have anything to say, we can. I think we have covered much. I would like to thank you everyone who participated today. Thank you, Talib Jamal, for sparing time and presenting to the community.
Thank you.
It's we will try to continue like every Friday with a small topic and discuss about it, and everybody go with some thoughts and actions out of this. From today's sessions, if I need to conclude it, very well rounded session. It's about, I have seen in my organization, people who may not be 100% competent in technology or whatever they do in their business and their expertise. More, like 30% is your knowledge and expertise, and 70% is how you present yourself, how you carry yourself, how you network with others, how you sell it. It's about selling yourself, whether you are doing a business or you are doing a job. In today's time, you need to be able to engage people, to present yourself what you do, and sell yourself what you are doing. Definitely, it's a continuous process. You can't just go tomorrow and be very confident and talk, but you need to build your knowledge and be conscious of your personal branding. If you are going to a meeting, go well dressed. If you are meeting new places, go well dressed. Make sure you are dressed to the occasion, I would say. And if you see new people, present yourself, talk to them, introduce yourself. This will be the start. And then if you are in some specific technology, write blogging, do conduct seminars, workshops, volunteer. Volunteering is the best thing. Everybody is welcoming you. Like if you are joining as a volunteer in any organization, and you will have a chance to say, because people need volunteers as well, and that way you build yourself in the community. Like you are happy to. We are in Australia is looking for volunteers all the time. Talib Jamal volunteer for this topic. If you have skills, if you think you can present some topic, you are welcome to highlight it, and we will see if there's demand and something is suitable for the community. We will arrange it. Pen Australia is here. It's your platform, and we need to be as beneficial to the community and to each other as possible. If someone has to conclude anything, this is the last chance. Otherwise, we're gonna finish this in 1 minute. Talib Jamal Saab, you wanna add something towards the end?
Yeah, so thank you all, for providing me the opportunity to talk to such a talented group of people. So when we do the group learning, it's more like everyone learn this one. So thank you very much all.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.